special McMillens live for Wednesday, January 3rd, 2018.
What's up, guys? It's James and Michael from the McMillens. As Michael said, this is a special McMillens live broadcast. Michael's going to share with you guys some tips that he wrote last night um,
And late this morning.
and late this morning. So, yeah, I am going to leave the phone with him, and you guys are going to listen to him, and then when he's done, he's going to call me back in. I'm going to grab the phone. Okay? So, without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Michael.
And we're on the road to nowhere. Let's find out where this goes. I'm trying to find the page. Ooh. What did you do?
Nothing. I just was positioning the phone.
Okay, so last night I finally ended the summer camping trip series on a good note. I didn't write this part, but during the end credits, James is gonna laugh at this. It shows Dan Rivers drunk as he's leaving the scene. I know, I usually never have a play character leave drunk. And so I wrote the final score, and then I went right into writing some good advice. Now, class, today I want you to. Uh, I want you to do something I usually never want you to do. I want you to write your own version of Summer Camping Trip or whatever play you want. Well, from what you might already know, I want you to, well, come up with a name for the play and then write a list of characters. And then, if any guests, put that. For the list of characters, it's best if you write the parents first and then the kids. When you're writing out the kids, write the name and the age. And for strong emphasis, if they can't speak, after you write their age, put in parentheses why they can't speak. If for some reason there's an unexpected character in a scene, write what happens. If there's some very odd thing going on, like if there's a bad smell, use special effects. Don't ever use real bad smells. Use special effects. What?
Nothing. Nothing.
If there's a storm scene and you're doing this on stage, for gosh sakes, use a sound machine. Ding!
I got this very Simpsons reference.
For gosh sakes, use a sound machine. And if it uses fog, use the fog machine. I mean, the Kinatons have never even heard of a fog machine. So they often have to go way down here to America to get those influences. Let's just put it this way. Don't write anything sad because I'm telling you, if you wanna, if if it's really emotional and you end up bursting into tears while writing it or even reading it, stop. Okay, stop. Uh, don't write while sleeping. I I I think I almost did that once. Uh, if you need help spelling the place name, for gosh sakes, ask your teacher. If your teacher can't help you, oh, if your teacher can't help you, ask a student. Well, ask a student what they wrote and use that as your base. If you don't have a baseline, well, create one. If you really need help, I'm here to help. So, James, if you want to, you could start writing some of these things, but your own version. And if it's a camping play, refer to the summer camping trip series. Read the whole entire series. If I can find the first two, read them. Read plays 1 to 35, or or read plays 1 to 10 and then 10 to 35. And then if that's not good enough, if you need help finding characters, refer to most of my works. Let's just say if you suddenly wrote a play with no talking and just action, isn't there a cinema since then? That's not a play. That's nothing. And if you need help finding songs to use for a play, try this. Use use the list of songs that I wrote out. Or if you need some really good songs, look some good songs up on YouTube. And if you have like a dancing scene, make sure the song you chose is perfect for dancing. Don't use anything meditative. I mean, you could, but if you have trouble staying awake while writing, take a break. That's what I have done. If you are still sleepy, write the rest of your work the next day. If it takes the whole entire school year, wow, that's a long time. If it takes more than a week, oh boy, you'll need a whole bunch of people. For the summer camping trip series, it took me about 8 months to complete. And if it's something that takes like 4 years to write, forget it. If it's something that contains multiple languages, forget it unless you can speak those languages. If the character has a different accent, don't write the accent. Write that the character spoke with that accent, and then when you come across the character's line, read it in the accent. Such as, he spoke with an English accent. Uh, if there's a fight scene, point out to your audience that there's a fight going on. If it's a whole entire play with strong language and violence, don't do what I did. I put omissions instead of strong language because I wrote that play while I was still at school. My very first play was Spring Break at Grenly Pass. If you're asking me what Grenly Pass has to do with anything, that was the talk of last year. Everyone wanted to camp there. Everyone wanted to attend any concert there. Now hardly anything goes on there. And now the big talk is Jackson Lake Campground because there's a whole bunch of islands. The biggest island is literally Lakeview Island Town. It's not only an island, it's a full-fledged town. It's got everything. And if if there's suddenly a storm without you knowing, write this: a storm came suddenly, or I see a storm coming. Shouldn't we stop until it's over? Or if you have several adults with the same last name, or or more than one adult with the same last name, not including the family, write this: Mr. Rivers slash Wayne, or Mr. Jackson slash Mike. It could be anything. If you uh, need even more help, oh boy, I don't have very much to tell you then. It took me almost 2 days to write up this advice then. I started it last night, and I'm still working on it. I'm always coming up with new advice. Now, this is where James could actually answer this. Who could I give this advice to? James. Okay, he's not answering. Who could I give this advice to? I thought about I thought about bringing this up to Dr. Hedges, see what he thinks. And then if there's a if a character suddenly gets sick, for gosh sakes, don't try to make yourself sick while trying to act it out. Act it out without trying to make yourself sick. Okay? And if it's a party scene, I didn't put this in yet, but I will. If it's a party scene, make sure the music is good for parties. If a character suddenly gets drunk, okay, now, okay, James, now, this is where you say now you're pushing it. If a character suddenly gets drunk, don't have them falling off the stage. Come on. If you want the whole town to see it, make sure you're performing this in a small town. If it's in a big city like Colbean, perform it at like Riverside Park in Colbean or the Colbean Event Center. Somewhere big enough. But if you're doing this in a smaller town like Rockford, Porter, Milford, Crawford, Winston, Henrik, St. Audrey, St. John, Farley is a little bigger. If you perform in some of these places in the smaller towns, of course have the whole town be there. If you want to get really fancy, have a TV company come and film the play and put the play on their channel. If you want to turn the play into a movie, go to someone who knows about that. Because I can't help you with that part. If you're having troubles coming up with a good name for a play, read some of the things I wrote. If you if you wrote this, I'm writing these words in 2018, but this play takes place in 2022 or something like that. Or if you wrote this, I'm writing these words in 1984, but this play takes place, believe it or not, in 1767. Not that I would actually write that, but someone actually wrote that uh, once, I think. Or I'm writing these words in 2017, but this play takes place, believe it or not, in June of 2018. Now, will any of these things actually happen? Who knows? If you really want really good inspiration, I think try to read some of the works I've done. If you want to write a play similar to The Weekend Goes Bad, read the series The Weekend Goes Bad from May and then September, October, November, I think, had one, and December had one. But the series suddenly ended. I wasn't. I was gonna write two more installments of it, but it suddenly ended. If there's a part that you all of a sudden left out, go back and write that part in. If a character suddenly, if if one of your actors suddenly gets hurt while acting, replace him or her, but with the same character. Now, I'm not good at writing monologues, but I think for one of the scenes I wrote last night for Summer Camping Trip 35, Philip gives a speech to end the fight. Oh, and then there's James.
What's up, Mickey?
Not much. If there's if there's suddenly a song that you actually want to put in a play, try it. If it doesn't fit the scene, again, try it. Hi, James.
Hi. No one's talking to you, Mickey?
How can I tell if they're talking to me?
Oh, I can't really see if anyone's talking to you. Anyway, yeah, that's enough advice for right now. Uh, okay. So, lately, I've been, like I said last night, I've been talking to Violet a lot. And hopefully, um, like when she goes back to school on the 6th, I'll be able to jump back into the normal schedule, how I used to start live streaming when she went to supper. So I'll start doing that again. Uh, but I really want to do a outstanding live stream. What I mean by that is uh, a live stream that is continuous. So I'm gonna see how long, cause I don't know when's a good time for me to get on live stream. I mean, you guys give me a time. Convert it to Central though. Um, he's probably at work. He's like saying, "I'm at work." GT 500 Muscle 17, everybody. Oh shoot.
What's up, James?
So yeah.
James, what if someone said I give bad advice?
You give okay advice, Michael.
But again, what if one of the comments says he gives very bad advice?
You won't. People love you, Michael. So, as I usually do when I do our live streams, you could probably guess what I'm gonna do right now.
What are you gonna do?
What do I usually do when I go get when I do live streams.
go get the mail, but our mailbox hasn't been set up yet.
It hasn't.
Unless Betsy says so.
Speaking of Betsy, who is the independent living supervisor here, she works for the Spire. It's like really cool. She showed me um, Game Pigeon. I epically recommend it because it's awesome. If you have an iPhone, um,
Especially the newest one.
if you have an iPhone, see, oops, my phone's plugged in so I can't really use it. Yeah, if you have an iPhone, love you. Alright,
Has anyone joined us yet?
nope. I got this is the Ian, but I'm gonna back out of it. Uh, uh, let's go to Puppy. Um, and let's see if she wants to play a game with us. There's all kinds of games. There's
You don't have Game Pigeon now.
I do have Game Pigeon.
You do now?
Yeah.
I don't need it.
We were playing Connect 4 for the longest time. She beat me.
You and Betsy?
No, me and Violet.
I don't think she had an iPhone.
Violet?
Yeah.
How do you think she FaceTimes me?
Oh.
So, yeah. So, let's see if Violet wants to play a game.
Jimmy, I love you.
I'm live streaming.
This might just be the last live stream I'll ever do.
Let's give her some time to. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to see what I am doing, and I wanted to give you guys a special shout out. So let's go into YG Studio, and I want to give you guys a special shout out. By the way, 62 subscribers. So Boss Hog replied to your Boss Hog 18, which we haven't talked to him for a while, so I'm kind of surprised he watched that. My Christmas says my Christmas was lucky, but what a sick game GT 500 got you. You got me Battlefield, so that's awesome. Jake Snake 505 says I got Assassin's Creed Origins and Chronicles, and I replied to him. The Taco 50 got I had a wonderful Christmas. I got an Xbox One. I replied that he should add me. So that's really cool too.
It's a guy, I thought it was a girl.
The taco?
Yeah.
I don't know if the taco. He, she, whatever. U.S. Muscle Mach 1 got Battlefield 1. You know, Battlefield 1's okay.
You've known me for years.
You want to say that in a British accent, Michael?
You've known years.
Good for you. Okay. Another thing that I want to show you guys is I want to do a live stream tutorial for Pixar. And this is what I've been doing a lot lately. So let me just.
You're starting to bore me, aren't you?
I think it's too bright. Well, let me see. Is that too bright for you guys? I can tune it down if you guys want me to. Okay, so. Well, first I'm gonna turn the camera around so I can look at the on Facebook because I don't want you guys to see what's on my Facebook. Not really. What are you doing, Mickey? Uh, okay, guys. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. Anyway, the live stream thing will have to wait because I have to finish up doing some writing some things on the list. And Michael is gonna join me to the table, Michael.
And it then Laura might even help us cook, depending on when I get back from shopping.
Okay.
Hi, James.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, James.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, James.
Hey, Michael. Okay. So I'm gonna attempt to put you guys right there, which looks pretty good.
Ooh.
Okay. Pen, pen. I'll be right back, guys. Oh, there's the pen. Lift it up, Michael. Okay, here we go. Okay. Diet Coke.
If I can find it. Because I can't always find it.
Scratch this off because I don't know what that is. Mini cereals. I think I spelled cereals wrong.
But what if I can't find the same ones that I got from Hy-Vee?
They should have them there. Okay.
Of course, I have more that Dad put up in the cupboard too.
Those are my cereals.
Those are yours?
Okay. Okay, what else do we need? Hot dogs?
We need hot dogs. And then I think that's it.
Let me look in the fridge and freezer.
I know, I don't like dew.
You want to get some Coke vanilla? You'll stock up on pop a little bit?
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Okay.
I know you still have your dews, and I still have some of my Lunchables.
You want to get more Lunchables?
I think we're good.
Because you have... two Lunchables.
Okay, then yeah, I'll get more, whatever I can find. Cause
We got hamburger, we got chicken nuggets, we got meatballs, we got...
those things that Dad got for us.
Bread.
What about the stuff that Dad got for us?
What's that?
You know, the cheeseburger mac and the...
Come in.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, Laura.
I'm gonna wait on the bench for you, okay?
Alright,
Or actually, I'm gonna go get the van and just go to the bench and then I'll come get you, okay?
alright.
Okay.
Okay. And,
But the stuff that Dad got for us, did he end up taking that home or did
the hamburger helper stuff?
the frozen meals are similar to Hamburger Helper and TV
Oh yeah,
Dad.
you got those too. Okay.
Maybe we could have those tomorrow night.
Maybe.
Because from what Dad says, they're actually pretty good. Right?
You wanna get some mini cookies?
As if we already don't have any.
Like some, no, we don't have any.
But my mini trail mixes are already at the center.
Okay, you need more?
No. Not unless they give me the last one, and then I'll probably need more. But I don't think I'm gonna be going to the center this week.
I think you will.
And Dad forgot to turn on my alarm.
Mini Chips Ahoy, mini Oreos.
Doesn't really matter.
High school. Chips. High school Ahoy.
I would do it AHOY.
Okay. AHOY. Anything else?
No,
You sure?
we're good with milk.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Got hot dogs.
How about hot dog buns?
We got hot dog buns.
How about those taco shells that we need to throw out?
We got those still.
We're never gonna use them, so why do we even have them?
Trying to think.
We're good with hamburger helper.
But we need more hamburger. Ground beef.
But why? When me and Dad already got some.
You only got it.
Dad was asking me about the size we usually get. I usually just say, I said we usually just get hamburger. It doesn't really matter the size.
Okay, what else?
That's all. We don't need anything else.
Oh yeah, Lunchables.
Oh yeah, Lunchables. Similar to what I have now, if not.
Lunchables.
I think Dad got me one ham and Swiss. Ham. I don't know if that's the one I had the other day.
I'm thinking, chips, crackers.
We need to get rid of those chips.
I'm working on it. How about lunch meat?
That's for you.
I usually get smoked ham, right?
And if they don't have that, why get lunch meat when you never use it? And why do we even get those chips?
Cause I like it on my sandwiches.
And they don't have your TV dinners anymore.
How about the, what's the Aunt Jemima's?
The breakfast boxes.
Yeah.
I don't think they have those anymore either. I
Uh,
think you have to settle with like breakfast bowls or something like that.
oh, how about juice? Do you want juice?
You?
Yeah.
They don't have any of those juices.
Well, I'm talking about those juices.
What juices? What juice do you want? Forget it.
Trying to think. We still got my trail mix.
Yeah, you'll never eat it, so it's basically gonna be mine.
I'll eat it. Trying to think.
If nothing else, it goes straight to the deli.
What?
Just kidding.
You got. What do you? I think it's good. Not Lunchables. Yeah, lunch meat.
And I think that's it.
Lunch. Okay. Diet Coke, mini cereals, hot dogs, mini Chips Ahoy, ground beef, Lunchables, ham, lunch meat.
And if she asks, what Lunchables?
Ham and American.
Last time I went, they didn't have any.
Okay. Chicken Dunkers.
Any ones that we haven't had in a while?
I don't really like the pizza ones, but
I think I might get that one.
I do like the big Lunchables though.
I'm gonna avoid those. I'm gonna, if I do get the big Lunchables, they're going to you.
Okay. Because the big ones have better quality. Like they have more, you know. So chicken Dunkers. Well, what's another one that we like?
Turkey and American, if I can find it.
Turkey and American.
Ham and Swiss.
No, I don't like ham and Swiss. Ham and cheddar and ham and American.
What if they don't have any ham and cheddar either?
And they're turkey and American too.
What if I get the nachos one?
Hey, I don't really like the nachos one.
That one's okay.
Get your wallet.
You need my phone case?
Ooh.
You need to stop the live stream because I'll be taking my phone.
Yeah. Two-parter. I'm gonna continue on my phone. I'll be right back. And make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I upload a video. Yo.
Alright. Why don't you get your coat on and I can help